Ta-da! I finished the sketchbook and I actually really like it. I think this is my favorite sketchbook ever that I've done, but that's not saying much because I think I've done like 6 in my life and 4 in the past 2 years. So yeah, this is something special. I feel like I've discovered my sketchbooking style and I want to share that with you guys and just show you that sketchbook should be a place to have fun, experiment, play, and the results don't matter. But the more you let go, it's like the more you find your style and things you really like and the results actually look better. It's weird. But also the more you practice being loose, the more you practice in sketchbooks, the better you get at sketchbooks. There's different skills in art, right? Like there's like composition. And if you want to get good at that, you gotta practice it, right? So anything you practice, you get better at. But yeah, grab a little snacky and let's look inside here. But also this is from my sketchbook play class. I did half of it there, but I went back to the beginning and just like changed a lot. I layered a lot. I used all kinds of fun mediums in this, and like I was watching TV and just adding on to older pages. So it's gonna look very different if you've already seen half this book in that class. But also I want to let you know that the class exists. If you're stuck in your sketchbooks, you don't know how to finish, whatever, this class will help you like quiet that inner critic and just have fun, because that's what worked for me. This was my breakthrough in the past 2 years and it's really changed my life, and I cannot go back to like not having a sketchbook. But if you want to take the class and my 31 other classes, you can get a 30-day free trial on Skillshare, which will give you access to my whole catalog and thousands of other classes from other teachers on all kinds of topics, from art, which I think is the biggest topic on there, to photography, graphic design, cooking, crocheting, whatever you like. So to me, it's the best bang for your buck in online learning. It's like a lot like Netflix, but you're actually like growing your skills and getting better at your craft. Oh, I also wanted to let you guys know, if you're looking for inspiration on how to finish your sketchbooks, I just made a freebie. It's 100 playful art prompts that you can use. I worked really hard on it. It's 8 pages long, and also you'll get 7 free coloring pages as well. All you gotta do is join my newsletter, which I update like once a year. I really should do it more often, but it's definitely not spammy. So yeah, the links are below for everything, and let's just dive into the sketchbook and just have fun seeing what's in it, because it's big. Look at it. Look how big it is. Woohoo! Yeah, let's go. All right, so this is the sketchbook I use. It's the same one, just a different color. It's the Royal Talents Art Creation. It has 80 pages and 94 pounds acid-free paper. I think it's great. Does it warp? Yes. As you can see, it really does warp quite a bit. But for me, I kind of threw all kinds of mediums on this, and as you'll see, it took it pretty well. So I really like this. It's super cheap locally for me. I think it's like $5 for this size. Don't quote me on that, but it's way more expensive online. So if you have a local one that carries it, it'll probably be cheaper. But yeah, any sketchbook is good. This is just the one I used for this one. So I wanted to be loose. I was like, let's be loose, be free. And then I dated it, and I put a little note to myself to just have fun and be prolific. That's really my goal, because I overthink, and yeah. So this is my first one. I really like the colors in this. I had a little bit of collage, as you can see, and I finished it, and then I kind of liked it. It was okay. The flowers like didn't look balanced, so I came back to it later when I was like watching TV, and added a bunch of like acrylic paint markers. I have a bunch of these. They're like pastel colors, and I have like the bigger color set as well. And I love these for just, you know, drawing on top, and they're opaque, so like you can cover up stuff. I'm not being precious with this. Who cares? I just want you guys to see if you're curious. So this was Neo Colors. I love Neo Colors. I'm not the best at using them, but there's something really cool about them because they're water soluble, and they don't have like the oil pastel thing to them, but they have the look, you know, like they don't smear, but they look like oil pastels. So I need to do more of those. This is acrylic paint markers again. These are cute. So this was watercolor, and then the acrylic paint markers were added later, but I think this was just watercolor and pencil, colored pencil in the background. I like this texture that I made here. Are these Neo Colors? This looks like pencil, this looks like Neo Color. I mixed everything, but yeah, I like this page. This one's okay, but this is cute. So I tried to like kind of branch out with my colors. This isn't the colors I normally use. If you know my work, I don't really use red much, or yellow, or orange. So I tried to branch out. It's a cute spread. I had a hard time like getting like the background to look balanced with scribbles in most of the sketchbook. I kind of am experimenting with that, but yeah, it's kind of my safe zone, flowers and birds. I tried to be a little different here, and I wanted to do like a darker background. And yeah, I like this page. I think it's really cool. The fish looks shiny. I think this is gouache, and then I put neocolors on top. And then this one, I tried to make the water sparkly with like little sparkles and lines. I think it made it look better, but it's kind of busy. But you know what? Like I really enjoy painting like this. So even if it doesn't turn out like amazing, I just enjoyed making it. So, you know, I get better every time. So this one I came back to as well and added more detail to it. It's okay, you know, it's cute, it's cute. And this one looked good, and then I added the detail and that looks silly. But you know, is silly a bad thing? I started adding writing, positive writing. That's actually how I used to create all my older art. It was all like positive writing and stuff. But yeah, I like the grumpy face. He's angry. So this one is adorable. I only used, I think, 2 colors, maybe 3. I think I used a darker blue and then a lighter blue. Yeah, 3 colors, but this is cute. I love this. I have a hard time using limited color palettes, but if you want this kind of look, just a waterproof ink brush pen. I think this is a great one right here. It's good. So this side turned out bad. I don't remember what was underneath, so I painted over it. I don't know if you can hear that my hamsters are squeaking. Like squeak at each other. But anyway, so I painted over this, and then I took the acrylic paint markers and just doodled a little flower thing. But yeah, I like this landscape. I like the simplicity of it and how the flowers look. I kind of want to do more things like this. It just looks nice. It's pleasing. So this was me starting to like loosen up more and just be like doodly and just make stuff up instead of using like a reference and being silly. And I think it's cute. I think it's a cute, cute little spread. Baby. All right, so this turned out bad on both sides, and I tried to like fix it by going back to it. Could not fix this side. So I put a little seed packet that I cut up in here. It actually, I was thinking of putting something in here, I never did. But yeah, and then I took Posca markers that are just acrylic paint markers, and I drew on top. And this one I tried to fix and I couldn't fix it, but it's okay. It's not terrible or anything. It kind of reminds me of graffiti, you know. But yeah, this looks good with the, as a background with this as the focal point, but underneath it, it did not look balanced. It's okay, just tape stuff in, who cares? Okay, so I love this side so much, and I remember hating this, but then I went back in and made it like really scribbly and added more color, and now I like it. Layer, 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 right? And if you don't have acrylic paint markers, just use acrylic paint and a brush or gouache paint. Those are both opaque mediums. Even neocolors you can use on top of stuff to add detail. They're mostly opaque. But yeah, I like this spread. I think I put this on Instagram. I actually did not share most of anything in this book. I don't know if I want to. I enjoyed not sharing. But yeah, this spread is cute. It was more realistic. I feel like this side's really empty, but I really like this, like if I crop it. I like the pink right here. I think I was trying a little harder on this one. This one is really scribbly, and I really like this. But yeah, I think it's cute. See, I shared this on Instagram, and I don't think it got a lot of love, but I'm like, but I like it, you know? And I just had this feeling like who cares what people think? That's why I'm not really sharing much. I feel like it takes away the happiness from your art when you like something other people don't. So I kind of want to just keep exploring my style. I don't want to like play it safe, you know? I want to keep growing and trying new things, and I encourage you to do the same, you know? I just had so much joy in this book. But yeah, this spread right here, didn't look that good. It was really light. I didn't have the ink before. So I went back in, I just added the ink outlines. I put a face on this moth, and like that saved the day. And I like the detail I did like right here. But these are just neocolors underneath. I think it looks really nice. And I put a little bit of water to like smooth them out in some parts. Excuse the cat fur. That's probably like on every page. I have a black cat and he's always shedding. See, right here. Okay, so I like this spread. This is gouache. It's like a cheaper gouache that I own. Oh, it's right here, yeah. So it's like this one right here, the Mia gouache. So this is, I think, the same company as the Hemi gouache. It's just like the parent company or something. But this is like the more cheap one that isn't as good. Like the Hemi gouache is really good. Like it's really smooth. It doesn't look as good. Like see, kind of like, it's like more streaky with the colors, but I kind of like that. So I've been having fun with it, and it has a lot of colors to choose from. Scribbles, yes. I like this, very muted little landscape. This is a mess, but I will show you guys what this is. This is really cool. So these are called Crayola Twistables. I think you can get them like anywhere. They're like kids art supplies. They're really cheap, but they're fun because they have different colors as you rotate them. So like if I rotate this, see like different colors come out. I love that. Yeah, again, don't be precious with your sketchbook. But yeah, this is so much fun. I have a couple of different colors of these and just plain colors as well. This one's like orange. I don't really use this one, but I think those are fun if you want to pick some up. They're super cheap and fun to play with. Okay, so this was just alcohol marker, which bleeds through the pages, which I don't mind. I'll show you how it looks. It looks pretty cool. And I think I did watercolor background and I did some white, I think with Posca. I think these are cute. They're simple, you know, a little different. I like how there's no outlines of the butterflies. I just kind of use the color to do the outline. There's some here, but like using a color makes it look really different than using black. I'm trying to do that more. Okay, so this spread is so cute. I know it's so silly, but I love it. And look at the bleeding marker right here. I love how that looks. I think that looks so cute. It just adds a lot of texture to a page. But yeah, Mr. Grumpy Gentleman Cat over here. I think the faces are so funny. Here's another silly kitty. I tried to kind of be playful with the composition, and I don't know if that turned out good, but that kitty's cute. Come on, he's cute. And I think painting it with the neo colors when you have like a texture like this looks better than the texture. But I like the contrast. I don't know. Who cares? It's pretty. It doesn't have to be gorgeous, you know? I think it's fun to look at. So yeah, I had to kind of save the day with these. They didn't turn out like amazing. And then literally, okay, this is a hack, you guys. You paint a fruit or a vegetable and you don't like it, add a face. Add a face. I'm gonna show you another example later. But added the faces and I'm like, I like this. This is cute. Without the faces, like, look, it's like more boring. With the faces, it's like, whoa, character. Yeah. Okay, so this was, okay, yeah, this is the, is it? Yeah, this is the Twistables. See, I have like actual color ones, but I think these are all the Twistables. And then I went with the paint marker on top, and then it makes a wax resist because it's like a crayon. And I love that texture, the little dots everywhere. It's so cute. And in the background here, you'll see me using something. They're called paint sticks. They're like for kids. Let me see if I have one. Here, I have the whole box right here. So I put them in this, I actually bought this tin just for the box. I'm still gonna drink the tea, but you know. But yeah, these are like for kids. I think they're so fun. They're really hard to control. I think you can get them in any craft store. I think in the kids section or something. But yeah, you have to like kind of paint with the edges. And they can make more of a texture depending on what brand it is. This one's more creamy, but they're like, see, they're like kind of, they dry really fast. It's like a painting feel, but there's not paint. I don't know, I think they're fun. Okay, so this is a spread where I took the same subject and I just did it different ways. This is again the Crayola things, Twistables. And I love the wax resist right here. I love the texture. Here I painted the face in with the acrylic paint marker. And there's some marker here bleeding through with the texture. I just think it looks cool. This was just more like wet on wet, then I added some detail with a ballpoint pen, which also looks pretty cool. Love these. And I always add highlights. I think it's good to have something to add highlights with. All right, so, okay, here's another example. Like if I take away the faces, not as cute, right? Not as cute. Oh, look at that, bam. Add some faces. Look how simple they are. Just add some little, look how cute that is. Yeah, these are supposed to be pomegranates, but now I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like a squid, like those like little lunch boxes with the, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Probably nobody does, but yeah, I like this spread so much. But yeah, this is alcohol marker mostly, and then I added some paint marker, some ballpoint pen on top. I just love this. I think it's so funny and whimsical. And yeah, obviously highlights make everything shiny. ... So much fun. And here I varied the highlights. Some of these are less transparent than others, and I think that made it look more sparkly. This is like a little, let me see, where is it? Aha, okay, so I think this is this right here. This is the same as a paint stick, but they're like smaller. And they wear down pretty fast though. And I think they're a highlighter. They're supposed to be like a highlighter. So yeah, I drew with it. It's pretty hard to control and the lines are thick, but I thought it was fun. I love neon colors, so I think this is so cute, and it may not be everyone's cup of tea again, but like, who cares? Just like be yourself, you know? Super busy, did not look good. I put the sticker on. These are so beautiful. These are like, I don't know what they're called, I forgot, but they're a seed packet of cosmos I grew last year. And I thought I saved some seeds from it, but I guess I didn't. So yeah, I need to buy more of those. But yeah, this is a really pretty spread on this side. This is the side I like, yeah. And then here was way too much, but I feel like this kind of saved the day, so it's okay. I like doing all the lines and the colors. I just like color and shape. Like, it's okay if it's not harmonious always, you know? Okay, so I messed up her face, but I didn't fix it. I said, that's fine, who cares? These are inspired by Joseph Originals. And I did a couple things with that because I love Joseph Originals. They're just like these little 60s figurines of like ladies. They're so cute. But anyway, yeah, I think it's this right here I did in the background. What are they called? The Psy watercolor brush pens. And then I did some other stuff, ballpoint pen, ink. Yeah, I just kind of tweaked. I layered, okay, I layered. Okay, so this cat did not turn out good. This is the only time I supposed to know. It was like exactly the width. Like I bought it at the Dollar Tree and it was exactly the width of the page. I'm like, I should do this more, but this is the only one I use. So, but look at the before. It's like an upgrade, instant upgrade. I think it looks so much better. But yeah, this made me say, try again, and you know, you just keep trying. I like the color in this. I like the scribbles. I think it looks nice. This one was okay. I didn't really like the colors. And then I added these lines. I kind of went through it to kind of just move the eye. Yeah, just the little positive things that I write. But it's cute, you know, it's different. I love this spread. So the colors on this side are like chef's kiss. And then the colors on this side are also cute. I don't know, I like this. It's like I'm being loose, but I think I might have even, I sketched this before I drew it because most of the sketchbook is freehanded, so it kind of looks wonkier. That means like I don't sketch first, I just kind of draw with the ink. I think I sketched this first, or I loosely did or something. But yeah, this is cute and I layered a lot, and I did graphite pencil, which I rarely use, which I thought was fun. But yeah, I love the texture here, like the colored pencil on like the smoothness of the paint. I think it looks nice. This was just like a little doodle I did while talking to someone on the phone, I think. Nothing to write home about, but it was fun to do, yeah. This was also, I think I continued drawing. This didn't turn out so good, and then I added the black and it kind of made it better because it defined the forms more, it made more contrast. But would I like say this is great or anything? No, but it was fun to make. It was fun to make. They're squeaking. All right, so this was a little spread that I think I just used paint markers, and then I used the, was it this one on top, or was it, I think it was the highlighter thing on top. I like the texture it makes. Yeah, I think it's fun. Nothing amazing, but it was fun, and I labeled the flowers. I do something like this like with serious studies. But it's cute. Okay, so this is Dr. P.H. Martin's Bombay inks. Don't get them in the plastic. All of mine dried out. I got new ones in the glass bottles, and they last, and they're waterproof. So you can like write little notes and test out supplies. But yeah, it was fun to test them out. I really like the composition right here. I think it's cute. Okay, so this is a gouache. Again, the cheap gouache that I have. And I really, really like this. I added some detail with paint marker on top. Might have been better without the detail, honestly. But I don't know, I like this. I want to do more things like this. Just like observational painting, you know. So this is a little figurine that I have of a little deer on my desk, and I just drew him in. It's just silly, just little sketches. I think this is a watercolor paint markers, the Psy ones. These are the acrylic brush pens. Again, just little saying, just little doodles of flowers. I like how these turned out. I think those are cute. This one isn't as good, but see, that's the point of drawing a lot. You just find the ways you like to draw and ways you don't. It's just, that's it. You know, you win some, you lose some. Okay, so I think this was ink for all of it. I could think it was watercolor, but I'm like, no, this was ink. And then I used the, I think the pencil that's water soluble. I think, but yeah, it was just flowers that were on my desk, and I have a little vase with like a doggy on it. It's like vintage and cute. And I love how I did the texture in the background. I think it looks really nice. But yeah, why worry when you can pray? Hey, yeah, I need to write more positive notes. I like doing that. So this was a sketch and wash pencil. I think I used it right here, yeah. So see, you can add water to it. I didn't even know I bought this. I have no idea where I got it. It must be something I threw in my cart, like when I was shopping on Blick or somewhere. But yeah, I think it's so cool. It's water soluble graphite, I don't know. I didn't use it like to the best of its potential here, but yeah, these are just little sketches of Joseph's, which I freehand. I freehanded like almost everything in here, which I'm really proud of. And if you don't know, like I had a sketchbook that was literally dedicated to just drawing freehand mostly and time drawing. And that really built my skill to be able to freehand because I couldn't do this before. So practice whatever you want to get good at. But yeah, these are so cute. I love this one. I love this one. They're little cupie babies. They're just like vintage little babies. I have one in my office. They're so cute. Okay, so this was in the class that I made, my sketchbook play class. I wanted to include this to show you like a little exercise you can do. So you just draw the same thing over and over and over, and then you intuitively pick the colors, and you can see which ones you like and which ones you don't like. Here I was giving an example of you can also do thumbnail sketches in your sketchbook and start with an idea, define it, and make the final in your sketchbook or not in your sketchbook. Sketchbooks can be a place of just, you know, brainstorming. And here I was showing an example of how to test supplies. You just write little notes to yourself and learn how they work together. It doesn't have to be pretty, just, you know, try out what you have. Here I mostly like added water first or second, and it made really different effects. Okay, so this is where like the part that was in the sketchbook tour in the class. If you saw that, you know this looks very different than it did before. That's why I really like layering and adding stuff to things later, because sometimes I'm not inspired to create, right? So like I can just go back and like add stuff to an old page and not worry about making something new. But yeah, these were cute. I like these. Again, cute. So these are all like inspired by vintage figurines. I love vintage figurines. I was just playing with different ideas. This is alcohol marker, and look at the texture that went through here. Look at the face. I love that. I think that looks so cool. People hate the texture that like bleeds, but embrace it if you like texture. I think it's so fun. And if you don't like it, use a fully opaque medium to paint over it. You can still use alcohol marker. But yeah, there's sketchbooks out there that are for alcohol markers, so they wouldn't bleed. I think this puppy's adorable. The girl turned out okay. It's not bad or anything, but the puppy, oh, so cute. I love this landscape. I used the reference and I just tried to paint it loosely, and then I added some texture on top with, I think, that highlighter thing that I was showing you guys. And yeah, the flower is the same thing. I think I used ballpoint pen and then used that. Yeah. If I can find a link to this somewhere, I'll get it, but this is really fun. It's just that they don't last very long. I never use orange, so there's like a ton of it, but the texture from this is great. The purple isn't really purple, it's like pink, but yeah, this is the same supply, see? It's like that little nice texture. It's just hard to control because the lines are really thick, see? Wow. This bunny is so cute. I love how loose it is, but defined at the same time. I feel like I did really good with the colors and the textures, and the yellow kind of made everything pop. And then this page I really did not like, but I went back in and added like with the acrylic paint markers, a bunch of lines everywhere, and it kind of looked like fire. That feels like fire to me. And I don't know, it just kind of made it more alive, I think. But yeah, I have a hard time drawing moths for some reason. They just like taunt me. They're like, you will never draw me. I'm like, well, I'll just try again. And so I defeat it. More moths. Oh, yeah. These didn't turn out good either. And then I put faces on them. And then I'm like, oh, they're cute. Without the faces, not the same. With the faces, cute. See, I have faces. Yeah, I changed the color of this to pink and it looked better as well. But this is cute. I like this. Yeah, I like the layering of this. It's just, I think watercolor first and the paint markers on top, and it has a nice feel to it. I don't like how I did it here with the texture, but the rest, I like the rest of it. I think it's cute. Yeah, I couldn't really fix this page, but I'm like, it's just a messy page. It's fine. And then these were just like little fishy doodles that I made up. They're pretty silly. Look at his face. I love silly faces. I tried to do a loose watercolor bird, freehand and just like painting on the page, like no sketch, which usually I can do, but I had a hard time with the anatomy, I guess. And then I kind of went overboard with the background, but it's still cute, you know. Don't be too hard on yourself. I like the background here. Especially like right here. I love that. Like, it's so pretty. But too much detail on the body, I think. Yeah, I kind of like the eyes though. I like how I did that. So you can find something you like and don't like in every piece. It's not about like critiquing yourself, being mean. It's more about like, what do you want to like do more of in the future? Like, it's good to recognize that. Okay, so this is okay, but I tried. I just think the colors didn't go that well. Oh yeah, this one, I think this is a streak of the ones I don't like. So this one, yeah, I did not like this one. It just didn't look good. What's with the neon and yeah, the colors? Yeah, this was bad. It's okay. I cannot like something, it's not a big deal. I like this. I like this deer. And I think this deer is cute. I think this side is cute, but then like there's no, I think it needs more contrast here. And as a whole, it just doesn't like feel balanced, but that's okay. Okay, I went back to liking what I like. I mean, making what I like. So I like this one. This is a pigeon. Pencil, I think pencil marker and watercolor and neon colored pencil. I don't know, I think so. Okay. This is like a great example of not everything has to be everyone's cup of tea for you to enjoy it. I love this bunny. This is one of my favorite things in Sketchbook. And it may not be your favorite thing, but I took like, you know, the ink dropper and I drew with the tip of it. And I just think it's so cute. So yeah, I like this bunny. Like, it's just, you know, in an age with like AI, I really want to make things that are just like random and fun. And it just helps me like, I don't know. I like looking at it. It's okay if you don't, but I do. I love it. This one's okay. It's not bad, but this right here is my baby. Try to be more simple with the patterns. I think it's cute. I like it as a spread. Yeah, kind of messed up her like eyes, maybe. No, her whole face really. Yes, this is inspired by Joseph Originals again, but the hair looks really cool. I like how I did that. And then this one, I like how I did the background. I love the texture added here. I think it's very cute. Okay, so this is a really nice landscape. I know it's like simplistic and the values are off, like, but I like it. I think it's really, I don't know, pleasing to look at again. I really like this moth, but this one did not turn out good. So yeah, find what you like, find what you don't like. Think, why don't I like it? This has too much texture. This has, it's like too flat. This one has a nice value scale and more detail, and I can see it better. Like, it has better anatomy. Like, so like what is it that you like and don't like? And then your brain will subconsciously know not what to do, what not to do in the future. My older sketchbooks before this one, which a lot of them I didn't finish, but the ones I even did finish, this one looks better than them. Except the tiny one, that one was really cute. But yeah, you get better with practice. Another Cupie. This is also my favorite things in the sketchbook. So cute, so baby. Just pinch cheeks. Yeah, this side's okay, but I kind of like them together. I like the neon pink with the neon yellow. I love neon. So this spread is just, you know, just exists with paint markers. But look at his face. Look, he's still a fish. I like that one. See, there's things you like and pages you don't like. It's okay. I think I was thinking of the moon and wanting it to like glow. And this is all, I think this is all Neo color, except the highlights. But yeah, I think that's gel pen. But yeah, I love this. This is a cute little goldfish. These are inspired by vintage figurines. Again, added a little bit of collage, which I want to add more of in my future sketchbooks. But I just added this. It wasn't like covering anything. It was just like for, I don't know, to make it more interesting with the composition. But I like this. I don't know. I like the wonky lines. The face. You know, I like the playfulness. So I don't like how this bird turned out. The lines are just too thick on the outline and they look stiff. But I like how the flowers turned out. So, and I like this one. You win some, you lose some, you know? So this one is oil pastels, and yeah, oil pastels will smear if you close the page, but it's really not a big deal, especially if you're like loose. It's not really noticeable. But yeah, I just did a loose landscape. I actually think this is fun to look at. And then here again, oil pastels, but here, I think this is like colored pencil. When I drew over this, it like went from this page to this page, which happens with oil pastels, like things smear and move around. Oh, I love this background. Look at the colors, like how they shift right here. But yeah, it's just something that happens. It's not a big deal. I'm still gonna use them in my sketchbooks, but it's a cute little house. I like it. If you really wanna preserve it, you can grab some like parchment paper and put in between. But I feel like that would make your sketchbook so busy, or you can use a fixative, but you have to go outside to spray because it's chemicals. So for me, I don't care. And if I really want to preserve it, I can scan it in while it's like brand new, you know, but it's fine. It's just a sketchbook. So this one didn't turn out that great, but it's whimsical. I think this is like a planter inspired by one. I put like a little to-do list. I tried to use like those stamp pens. It just did not go well. I put paint down and then I drew something over it as if like, what could that be? And then I just doodled the rest, just kind of a silly pages, but it was fun to do. Okay, this one I love. I love this spread. This is doodly, and okay, like is the secret ingredient just adding cute faces? Like the cute faces make everything better. I know I'm known for cute stuff. I kind of walked away from that for a while, so I'm glad I'm coming back to it again. Oh, by the way, I have a book that's on drawing cute animals, and it's been 3 years since I published it now. I think it's a really good price on Amazon now because it's been so long. So yeah, if you want to learn from me how to draw cute animals, there it is. It's a book. I made it. It's cool. It's great. But yeah, so yeah, I love this spread. I love the colors. I love the composition. I love how it flows. I love how they all like kind of, I don't know, clump together. I need to do more like this, like a doodly, colorful, maybe even like a finished painting. I just really like this. So this is Neocolor on both sides. And then I glued in some flowers, again, surprise, surprise. I just like a seed catalog that I have from like Baker Creek heirloom seeds. Because, you know, normally I would just recycle it every year, but I can actually use it for collage. So right here, too much glue, it ripped the page, but it's okay. It's just a sketchbook. But yeah, I think it makes it look cute though. I need to do it better and learn how not to use too much glue. Okay, so this was a loose ink frog that I freehanded, as you can tell. And I love these like freehand sparkles. I think they add a lot of life. And I just made the whole thing so loose. And at first I like hated this. I remember I was like, ugh. And now I'm like, I like this. I think it has life. And this was also freehanding, and I tried to be really wonky with it. It was alcohol markers. And then I went in with ink and added detail, like it says tea in the garden. It's cutesy. I like it. And then this was oil pastel, and it's really silly, but I really like this flower and the leaves on it and the little butterfly. The cow's cute too. I like this spread. I know it's really simple, but I think it's cute. Did the oil pastels go everywhere, and is it messy? Yes, but it's still super cute. So these were doodles with a watercolor paintbrush. Went in with pencil and added the background really loosely. I like that look. Do I like this page that much? Yeah, it's cute. It's not like amazing, but I think it's cute. I like the style of this. And then same thing here, a little doodly teapot. I think alcohol marker in the background. Yeah, you can see it show through. And also cute. I like it. He's happy. Man, faces make everything better. So these didn't turn out that I wanted them to with like composition wise and color wise, but they just look like they're not my style somehow, but I still like them. It's just, they're just different. But I like how I did the vase right here with the colors kind of blending into each other. I think it looks nice. I tried to make this page work. I overworked the oil pastels over here. The flowers don't look that great. The fruits don't look that great. The leaves don't look that great. But you know what? It's okay. This page is okay. Still too busy. But this page, I'm like, oh, the bane of my existence. I could literally paint over this though. I've painted over oil pastels with acrylic and it was fine. But I'm just gonna leave it. Who cares? Like, it's fine. Okay, so I love this. It's a little kitty, and I think I did colored pencil and Neocolor, and I like the combination of that. I think it's a great way to like have two different colors and simplify. There's 3 colors in here, but yeah, I think it's cute. Oh, she's so cute. Aw, I love cute things again. Yay. I feel like when I made my book, I was so like into making cutesy stuff for a whole year that I kind of needed a break from it. And I'm like coming back to it. But yeah, so this was all done with the flat 1/2" brush only. I wrote it down. So I couldn't really do detail. As you can see, there's like a texture with the windows. And like even right here, you can see the brush, like how thick it is. I had to go like with the tip like this to like put the window in. I think it looks really cool. The moon looks cool. I think limiting yourself with like a brush makes things cooler. But yeah, this is all gouache. I actually really love this spread, even though it's not like super detailed. I like the looseness of it. Oh, I love this spread. So this is gouache again. And then I went in with the acrylic paint markers and added like sparkles and details. I love this. And look, the secret to making it look cool is I take colors from these 2 and put them here, and from these 2 and put them here, and like, you know, vice versa. So I'm taking like pink, yeah, like there's green in here, there's purple, and I'm just making it look more shiny by adding more color. If you like squint your eyes, you can see it feels shiny as well. That's like a big hack, because you can layer it with gouache. You can, if something doesn't look shiny enough, just add more highlights, more darkness, play with the value. But I really like how I painted these. I need to do these more. And this is cute too. Man, faces make everything better. Look, without a face, with a face. Hey. Okay, so these were like ballpoint pen doodles. And then I went in and added stuff on top of that. I think watercolor and watercolor brush pens. This is Bob. If you play Animal Crossing, you know this face right here. If you don't play Animal Crossing, that's okay. Just know Bob's the best. So he's welcome on my island. I don't think I'll play again though, honestly. That game is great, but it's like a little empty. I like Stardew Valley more. This is cute. I love this. It's so like doodly and fun. I really like this style. This didn't turn out like I wanted, but it's funny like how the second try is worse than the first. I think that's funny. But yeah, it's the same subject. I just didn't pick the right colors or draw it the right way, but I love this. So yeah, do things multiple times. You never know which try will be like the best one. Okay, so another doodly kind of style, but I overdid it, but it still looks fun. I like the neon colors poking through, and here I used also neon colors. The hair thing didn't turn out that great, like the crown, but I like how I did her hair here. I like the lines I used for the curls. It's cute. And you're already enough, guys. Yeah. Okay, so this is from like a sushi chopsticks. Yeah. It's a little fishy. And then I was inspired by it, so I just threw it in here and I drew a bunch of fishies. Look at that face. Look at these. Look at the little shrimps. Lots of little tiny baby legs. Tiny little baby legs. Of course, I'm like sashimi, sushi. They're like fish just swimming around. But yeah, I love these. I love the colors. I think they're fun. I think they're playful and silly. Like, look how like doodly the legs are. I mean, it still works though. All right, so yeah, this is the end. The end, the end, the end, the end, the end. What's that song from? It's gonna kill me all day, I don't know. Okay, so I wrote beauties in the eye of the beholder. I had a lot of fun being loose and silly, and I like dropped water on this. It meant like a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I want to keep it going. The joy I feel exploring playing is more important than results. Expression is better than impressing. Excited to see where my style goes. Keep playing, and then I signed it. Yeah, I just drew like eyes. I like this eye. It just feels funny. But yeah, I tried to be loose. I tried to be playful in this sketchbook. And I think I succeeded. I think this was a mission accomplished. I hope you really enjoyed this tour. If you did, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, make it go ding. No, but really like, yeah, I'm trying to revive my YouTube. I feel like I haven't updated in so long that like everyone's kind of left. So I would really appreciate a like or a comment or a subscribe thing so that I can start posting content here again. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tour, and if you wanted to get the freebies, join my newsletter, and if you want to check out the classes and the class about Sketchbook Play, you can check that out as well. But bye! I'll see you guys on the next Sketchbook tour or tutorial or whatever it is that I'm gonna do on YouTube. Bye! Bye! Take care! Take care! Have a treat! I'm gonna finish my coffee! Yay! I love coffee! This is actually a Precious Moments mug. It's so cute. I don't want to spill it, but like, look how cute this is. Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.